everyone. Welcome to Lavalais and Ella live show. Got it switched. All right, everybody. Welcome to Lavalais and Ella live. I'm your host, Lavalais, and my co-host,
Other
Miss.
way. Hi, I'm
That's
Ella.
the right way.
Is the other way. We do
Oh,
this
no,
every.
that's the wrong way. Uh,
Hey, I'm Ella Isaac, Lavalais co-host, and glad to be here. Happy Friday, everybody. It's a nice, beautiful, full day here in Philadelphia. Just been a lovely week. Got a little tickle in my throat tonight, so if you hear me coughing and spluttering, I'm just going to drink some tea on the side here and carry through to the show. How you doing, Lavalais?
I'm doing fine. It was 92 degrees down here today, so um, last week it was freezing because it had dropped to 50, 60, and now it's 90 again. So um,
It's
it's
that
up
time
and
of
down.
year, yeah, that time of year where you just like you're not quite sure what you're going to wake up to.
Ooh.
But I would love some 92-degree weather right now. I really would.
Yeah, but it was a little warm, but I'm glad of that. I I bought two new machines that I have coming into my thing pretty soon. One is a new cabbing machine, and a cabbing machine is where you take the stones and you shape the stone into the cabochon, which is
Okay.
why it's called a cabbing machine. So I've had a very old one with just three wheels, and I think I can actually do something with that one now. So I purchased a brand new one that has six wheels on it. So
Now, what's the difference in wheels? How does that help you in perfecting the cabochon?
well, you start off with a very heavy grit, like 60 grit, like sandpaper or something like that. It's very, very heavy and rough. So actually, you rough out the stone. You actually can, if you're not freehanding it and you're designing it towards a shape, then you draw that out on the stone and then you sort of shape that to that or close to what that is. And then you start going down in grits. You go from like 60, to 220, then you go to 600, then you go to 800, then you go to 13,000, 1300. So you just go higher and higher. And the higher you go, the finer the stone becomes until you
Okay.
actually end up polishing at the end. You know. So
Okay,
this,
so with the more wheels, you can get a finer quality or finer grind on the stone. Is that what you're saying?
yeah. I have three wheels now, and so I have to. It's really. I've been working with three wheels for a long time.
Okay,
It's
so it's harder work.
harder work. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
okay,
so this is going to make it easier and better. The other ones I had to change the wheels in order to get a different grit. I had to actually change the sandpaper that was on the wheel. You know,
it's
the small
always good to have new tools. I mean, even something simple as earlier this year buying for me really simple tools, scissors. Buy new scissors, and you're like, wow, I've been using these same ones for like the last 10 years, and you get new ones, and you're like, whoa, look what I can do with just a pair of scissors. So I can imagine what it's like with all the tools that you jewelry makers have. Just like kind of the ideas expand, like, oh wow, I can do this and this.
Yeah, with the with the cabin machine, I'll be able to. I think I've finally gotten it together where I can manage or marriage the elements like the silver
Hmm.
and the bamboo and the stones together in order to marriage them, and so I'll be able to shape them into the shapes that I want to be able to shape them into to make them work in my design. So I'm looking forward to that. That's one of the items that I got. And another item that I ordered, um, I hadn't upgraded my 3D printer in quite a while. So My phone is ringing. I don't know who that is.
But
But
before we turn that off.
I hope it's not.
So you said you upgraded your 3D printer.
He muted my mic, so let me see who it is, I guess. No, that's all right. They'll
Okay.
leave a message. They'll leave a message. So, okay. So, yeah, so I upgraded the 3D printer this time
Hmm.
uh, to one that has a finer resolution than the old one had. The new one, the resolution for the details are like unbelievable. I mean, so they've progressed that much, within a short period of time, this particular company. So I decided, okay, well, that's even better because then that makes my work a lot easier on the downside when I actually cast something, then I don't have to clean it up as much because the detail is so fine that it really eliminates a whole lot of the work that you have to do with cleanup. So
The way 3D printers are going, I'm sure that like you said, the technology just has evolved so much in the last couple of years. I mean, I even saw something where they're doing 3D housing now, and it's kind of just, the printer is so big, it's actually out there on the site, and they're printing the houses and then just putting them up in a matter of hours, which is phenomenal.
yeah, you use the same technique for no matter what it is,
Yeah.
and it's all coordinates, and everything can be coordinated, and so you can put it into a computer, and the computer will read that to exactly what it is that you want to do. So all you need to do is make a big enough machine in order to be able to make what you want to make.
I'm telling you, I'm pretty impressed with it. Well, guys, I know you out there watching. We're going to show some work a little bit later on, not too long to wait. I'm a hat designer, Lavalais Jewelry. So if you haven't seen us before, we're going to show some work a little bit later, stuff that you can purchase from us. And
Hey,
go ahead.
oh, we forgot to say hellos. Nobody's signed in yet. I mean, I know we have
Oh,
some people here.
well, if you care to sign in, guys, we'd love to see you. We'd love to see people from Philly and New Orleans and Chicago, Detroit. Love to see all your wonderful comments. If you are watching on YouTube, please subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you know when we're coming on every Friday. Join us on Facebook if you haven't already. Please share what you're viewing with your friends while we're on, or even after the fact, so that they can see what we're showing. And we're also on Instagram as well. All the information is scrolling nicely there along the bottom of the screen, so you'll be able to see that.
Yeah, see, and we can see that Sharon Adams Taylor is hollering at us, and so we can holler back. And
Okay.
it's
And hello, Ether. Ether is also in the house. She's watching from New Orleans. Hey,
oh,
Ether.
Adams Taylor. All
Okay.
right,
Who else do we have in the house?
Beverly from Richmond, in Virginia.
Hello, Beverly. Nice to see you checking in. Uh, Also, to let you know, we weren't here last week. Two reasons. One, I wasn't feeling too well. Just clearing now this little thing that's in my throat. And then Lavalais was at a wonderful show in Lafayette. How was the show, Lavalais?
Oh, it was a great little show. It was the first time I've ever done this particular show. Uh, Lafayette is like an hour's drive south for me, and this was Festival Acadians. So it's really about the French culture and that kind of music. And one of the most popular music in that particular area is Zydeco. So, and I mean, I'm not a great big fan of Zydeco, but I like music, and if you're around Zydeco and they're playing it with you all day long, then you getting the you getting the moving because it's some moving music,
What,
and
I mean to interrupt, but what are the roots of Zydeco?
I'm sorry.
What are the roots of Zydeco?
Oh, it's like French Cajun Creole. Like I said, it's accordions. What do you call those things? Yeah, accordions,
Yeah,
right?
accordions, and then the washboard and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, accordions, washboard,
Hmm.
guitars, and I mean, they have some of everything because those guys have gotten like, I mean, it's a very popular thing. It wasn't, I guess it wasn't popular until like probably the 80s, maybe, is when some of those artists sort of creeped up and got into being known for what it is that they're doing, their music particularly, which is
Uh-huh.
like Clifton Chenier, and he's one of the most famous ones. So they have quite a few of them, and they play that music, and those people love that music. They dance, they have a good time. So they drink, they have alcohol for them, so they enjoy themselves. So you know, and it's a lot about the culture. They're very much into fluid elite things and pelicans or anything that has to do with the state and their heritage per se. So.
Okay, interesting. So were you prepared? Did you have all the colors that they need? I know the purples and the yellows and the reds. Did you have the fleur de lis, or did you not have enough?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I have, I'm a very, I'm more of a cultural artist.
Right.
So most of my things are cultural, and I still, I still, I still, that's still what I display or what I put out there, and so I was successful with the things that I do, like the rings. I had a lot of sales in rings and pendants, and some of my earrings, which are bamboo and stuff like that. But very few things ever sold with the symbols of Adinkra symbols, or Ankhs, or you know, I or Horus or anything
Okay.
like
Right.
that.
It's a different kind of crowd. Sounds like.
Yeah, it is, and you know, you would be amazed that you would think that it's always when you do these shows, and you're in the show, and the black people just pass you by. They don't even look in your booth. they just they just walk right by you for some reason or another. They like don't see you. So that part usually knocks me out and knocks me out. Like, what the hell? Do you see me here? Don't you see me? Just acknowledge me. Come on
Well,
in, check it out. You don't have to buy anything. I'm not asking you to do that.
well, I guess there's something to talk about. There's an assumption there that just because you're a person of color, they should come take a look. Maybe that assumption should be dropped. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
yeah, that's probably true. I mean, but I mean, it's hard. It's expectation, and it's
I
hard to
get
not
that.
have
Yeah, I'm just
expectation.
playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
yeah. When you're in a crowd of, you got 20,000 people there, and probably 200 of them are black, and they come by your booth, and then they don't acknowledge that you're even there. It's like, okay, you know, and that kind of gets to me. I mean,
okay.
and it's not that you have to, like I said, you don't have to patronize me, but at least and then there's the ones that come in, and then they don't know anything about the culture, and it's really interesting because then you have to tell him or explain to him what a janami is, or what the eye represent, or what the ankh is about, and all of that, and so it's a interesting it's an interesting conversation.
I'm sure. Yeah, but again, I guess it's the expectation, isn't it, that you would think that people would, if you're a cultural artist, that people would know exactly what you're showing, and not everybody does.
Yeah. Well, you see, Sharon agrees with me, so I gotta.
I see your comment. So here's a comment. Okay. People of color should stop and take a look whether they purchase something or not. It's an interesting comment. Some people will agree with you. Some people will say, well, no, why should I? So everybody has an opinion, right?
Yeah, that's true too, I mean, my last two shows have been with more white people than I've encountered in a long time. So they've been like that, and both places I've encountered the same thing. So it's like, well, I mean, I always feel, and I don't want to just feel safe in doing what it is that I do. I don't mind doing things that are uncomfortable to me. You know what I mean? But you also do it because you want to make money. So you got to figure out how to make them, purchase things from you. So that's what it's all about.
You're still pioneering. You're still out there. Especially when you enter to new areas and new shows. You still, I mean, even with what I do, you have to let people know this is handmade. First of all, like, it's not, well, why is it this? And then you have to educate and explain. So I always feel like that will always be that way.
Yeah. Well, I always, if I go to a show that's not my show, and I mean, and I'm viewing the show, and there's a black person in the show, I don't care what they're doing. I usually go to their booth, and if they have something that's interesting, I'll purchase something just to support the artist. If it's something that I like, which is a lot of the people that are on our show. I mean, like Ether, I know she's very supportive of artists. You know what I mean? So it's like, but again, it's like,
I understand it's also part of our culture. There's a certain amount of, like, you acknowledge people. You say, I see you. I might not buy anything from you, but I see you. And so even if it's, a nod, or a, like, very cool, or I like what I see, or yes, that is part of the culture. I understand that, yes. But I just was playing devil's advocate in that, like, well, some people would be, well, why should I?
Yeah. All right. Well, we talked enough about that. So
okay. So we're going to show some work. So I'm going to show you some wintry hats, and we're going to show you some wonderful jewelry that Lavalais and I have been working on this week. Over the last couple of weeks for me, actually, because I wasn't able to show last week.
Right.
So we'll go back and forth. I'll show a few pieces, and then Lavalais will show a few pieces. If you have any questions, please, put it in the comment section. If you see something that you like, you can also put it in the comment section, the item number and your email address. Or you can go to our websites. My website is lipshats.com, and you can go over there and purchase. All right. Sorry for the rough voice. Got a little bit of a tickle, which has gotten a lot better. I was a lot worse last week. So bear with me as I get through this selection of hats. All right, I'm gonna show you some ivory winter white hats. Who doesn't love winter white? I know it takes you into the wintry season, but it's nice just to have a winter white hat. The reason I'm showing a few now is because the last pop-up I did in Philadelphia, people were asking for white hats, and I don't normally show white at shows because they get dirty, but I'm going to show you some this evening. So let's start off with the first slide, and this first slide shows a couple of hats that are for small head sizes. Slide number 1, if we're able to get to it. There we go. The Kiss hat. The Kiss and the Birdie are definitely for smaller head sizes. If you have a larger head size, I wouldn't recommend this hat. The amount of fabric in here is just not going to give for bigger head sizes. So it's a small head size design. The Kiss is very sweet. It's very on point as far as style is concerned. Very simple headpiece. This is the winter white. These hats are fully lined as well, just you see satin lining. This is the Kiss in winter white. And I know you love this color and you might want to see it in some other colors. As we get further into the colder season, I will be doing it in a couple of other colors, but right now, just winter white. Okay, this is the Kiss on the left, which is priced at $65. And it's an average, medium, straight 23-inch head size. Anything bigger, it will not fit you. You'll be pulling and tugging because it will give you a headache. So if you're a 23-inch head size, this is perfect for you. This is the Kiss. Great little hat. It just sits nicely. It doesn't come completely down over the ears, but you're going to get a little bit of comfort there. Okay, it's going to touch the middle of the ears. Great with a black coat. See, I have all black on, a little bit of color, and the hat. Great style. This is the Kiss. $65. And Birdie on the right. This is ivory, purple, and black. I just wanted a little splash of purple in there because it's a great color combo. Ivory, purple, and black. Has a little bit more room in here for 23 and a half inch head size. Okay, show you all the way around. Perfect beret for the winter time. Perfect for an all black coat with some white gloves, winter white. This is Birdie and it's $65 for a smaller head size. Great for the winter time. All right, slide number 2. On the left we have Basic. This style I reproduce time and time again. It's called Basic because it's just an easy, basic throw-on style. Again, it's fully lined. Great everyday hat that you could just push your brim up like that, or you could have it down like that. There's a lot of room in here. I can get a lot of room, a lot of fingers in here. That means there's a lot of room. But if you like a nice slouchy hat that feels good, feels cozy, this is an easy hat to wear. It's called Basic. It's priced at $72. This is the winter white. And it's a 23 and a half inch. It will stretch to a 24 inch. There's a lot of room in here. Again, great, just easy, just throw on hat. And these hats are soft. It is wool. That's why they're fully lined, but it's a very soft wool, almost like a cashmere wool. Okay, this is Basic and it's $72. And the hat on the right is LC425A. I know that's a long style number, but that happens to be the style number for this particular hat. It's in the last chance section of the website, so it is on sale. I believe it was 85. I believe it's 85 now. I think it might have been a little bit more. But LC425A is a rust and ivory half a brim here. Okay, you can pop that brim up if you want to. You can pop that brim down, has nice angles on it. It's sized at 23.5 inches and it's 85 LC425A. All right. Slide number 3, please. So we have Antonia, which is pictured on the left in a taupe, and on the right in an off-white oatmeal. It's a great hat. Again, it is wool. It's fully lined. I'm going to show you. It's a great cloche style. Okay, Antonia. So you have the taupe on the top, you have a little bit of gray on the underside, and you've got your embossed leather crocodile and snake on the right there. This is Antonia, and just so you see, they are fully lined. That is priced at $179. Antonia. Again, a great everyday hat. That is the taupe. I feel like I called it a different name. I called it sepia. I'm sorry. The color is sepia, not taupe. And on the right is the oatmeal. And this is the oatmeal. There we go. Oatmeal with off-white. And they come in 2 sizes. So you've got 23.5 inches and 24. This is the 24, and you can see it's a little bit big for me. But anything that's a little bit big, I kind of tip at an angle, and then you'll be able to see. There we go. This is Antonia, and it's priced at $179. Again, they're fully lined. I'm going to show one more hat, and then we're going to go over to Lavalais, the last of the ivory colors, or light colors, let's say. Slide number 4 is Pammy. And this is a fedora style, stiff brim, very shallow crown, and it's priced at $179. This is a stiff wool felt with knotted leather all the way around the crown. There we go. Half cup brim. For smaller sizes, it does have an adjustable band on the inside. I would say this is a little bit small on me. See how it sits up a little high. For smaller sizes, it will come down a little bit lower. Okay, this is Pammy, and it's priced at $179. Okay, it does have adjustable band on the inside to pull it tighter for smaller sizes. So if you're 22 inches or 23 inches, this will fit you perfectly. All right, that's my first few hats of the evening. Switch over to Lavalais. He's coming up, and he's going to show 5 or 6 pieces, and then I'll be back. Okay.
All right. I just noticed that you were wearing those earrings. And how about that?
Always representing Lavalais.
All right. All right, everybody. I've had a moment to do a little work, like I said, and so I'm going to start my evening off with some earrings. I'm wearing it to show it off a little bit because, as you can see right there, it's a rainbow moonstone with a cowrie shell. So slide number 1, Mr. Z, is going to be the band number 1. It's the cowrie with the rainbow moonstone. And the moonstone is an incredible stone, so it just provides a lot of energy and has a lot to do with a lot of things that are all good for you. So that combined with the fact that the cowrie is also a symbol of good luck and so forth. So I've combined these two to make this pair of earrings. So, and as you can see, they're post earrings. So, and they're going to be $125. All right, and sterling silver, moonstone, BAM number 1. Okay, and like you say, I showed you the size of it. I have it back on. Oh, gotta turn that way. Okay, but you can almost see that blue in that moonstone. I can see it on the screen. All right, BAM number 2 is going to be the black version of that with the amethyst stone. All right, and amethyst. Some people's, I think February is birchstone. This is the amethyst stone, and one of the weirdest things about the amethyst stone was that it would protect people from getting too drunk. so, so if you have a drinking problem, you might want to wear some amethyst sometimes. So. These are also amethyst and the black cowries. So, and it's $135 for this particular pair of earrings. And again, they are post and back. And this is sterling silver. And this is the black cowrie. All right. So this is BAM number 2. And again, they're $135. All right. And BAM number 3. Okay, this has been a very popular piece of mine. Every time I made one, it seems to have gone. The last time I did it, I sold it. That's all right. I sold it, and so I made another one. This one is a little bit smaller in size than the ones that I normally it doesn't have a big cowrie, nor does it have a big janami on it. So, but it has the black cowrie, the janami, and a piece of amber on it. And this is BAM number 3, and it's going to sell for $200. All right, because it's a little smaller, and normal I would sell for $225. So I'm going to offer this one for $200. And again, it's all sterling silver. You've got the cowrie, the janame, and the amber. All right. All right. So BAM number 4. This is my new piece. I did trombone, so I'm hoping that by Jazz Fest time, they just put the application out for Jazz Fest. So if you're an artist and you're interested in showing at Jazz Fest, now is the time to look at that application and try and get that application in for Jazz Fest. For both weekends this year will be a 4-day show. So if you're an artist that's looking in at the show tonight, I highly recommend that you apply for Congress Square at New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival. And for me, this is a part of my series of instruments. I've done the guitar, the piano, keyboard, the saxophone, and now I've added the trumpet to this particular series. So, and my next one is going to have to be the microphone. Singers usually ask me, well, why don't you do something that's represent the singer? So my next inlay work will be the microphone. But this one is inlaid with its bone, and it's inlaid with ebony wood. Okay, so and if you're a trumpet player, you know somebody that plays trumpet, and you want to make them a nice holiday gift, think about that. All right. So, and this sells for $150. All right. So, BAM number 4, and again, it's made out of bone and ebony, and it's all backed in sterling silver. All right. It comes with a beautiful bell, not the chain. All right, that's enough for me right now. I'm not going to show any more. I'll step into my rings for my last segment, okay? Dear Z, I'll
All right. I love the amethyst and cowrie shell earrings. Beautiful.
Yeah, see at the bottom, radical.
Yeah, amethyst is my birthstone, and I'm thinking I don't have enough amethyst. I really don't have too much amethyst at all, so I need to start buying some. And it's funny that you said amethyst is for people who it helps them not get drunk. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Wow, that's I never heard that before. I know some people. I know some people that need some amethyst in their life. That's for sure. They need to wear a lot of amethyst. But yeah, that's a new one on me for sure.
Yeah, well, I read that in my healing things when I was reading up on amethyst. So it's one of the
Okay,
things that it does.
interesting.
So
Uh
and also you can see the like
huh.
I'm sporting the trumpet piece. Okay.
That's a nice size piece too.
All right. So I'll let
Okay,
you.
so I guess I'm up next. I'm gonna
Yes.
show a few more pieces. So let's do some black hats. Seeing as I showed some ivory. So this is Antonia on the left in black. This is again a wool cloche hat that is fully lined, sits nicely as a cloche. Uh, Leather on the side here, pleated leather, simple style, but quite effective and just a nice and stylish piece. There we go. Comes in two sizes, 23.5 inches and 24 inches. And you could even just turn it however you wanted to. I'd probably turn it like that because I like a little bit more leather on the front there. All right, this is Antonia, and it's priced at $179 in black. As you saw earlier, it also comes in oatmeal and sepia. And on the right, if you love a wide brim, this is a beautiful brushed felt wide brim fedora. Very classic, will last in your closet forever. This one is called Arabella. I did one similar last year called Paloma. This one is very close to it. You just have the leather on it. I think I did Paloma in navy blue. So this is a lovely, lovely black wide brim fedora. It's priced at $245. Show you all the way around. You can see that knotted leather that goes all the way around the hat. And it's sized at 23.5 inches. I can do a little bit bigger to a 24-inch possibly. Okay, 24-inch would be the very tip of how much I could reblock and stretch this hat. Okay, again, it's priced at $245. It does have an adjustable band on the inside, so for those of you lucky to have smaller head sizes, 22.5 inches, 22, this drawstring will pull it in and it will fit you perfectly. All right, again, it's called Arabella. I see Arabella is not on the slide. I apologize, didn't get that in there, but it's priced at $245. All right, slide number 6, please, is Capri. Capri is a lovely bronze felt. It's a velour felt, and if you know anything about felts, velour felt just has this lovely plushness to it. It's the top of the line felt. It's not it's not as dull looking as a wool felt. It feels and it looks good. Has a velvety feel to it. This one is called Capri, and it's accented in like a dark chestnut brown leather, yellow and orange, sort of a rusty orange felt. Okay, this is Capri. I guess you could tip this down just a little bit, give a little bit of sexiness to the hat if you wanted to. Capri is priced at $225. It's $225, and it's sized at a 24-inch, so it does run slightly big. If you want a smaller size, you can always email me, lipshats@gmail.com. Head on over to the website. You can also contact me through the website. I'm happy to do the hat smaller for you. Slide number 6, Capri. Slide number 7, please, is called Mimia. Mimia is a nice cloche style. It's a lovely deep chocolate brown, like real deep dark chocolate, and it sits like a cloche with pleated leather on the side here, all stitched in. This is Mimia. Show you the side again so you can actually see all of that right there, and nice shaping on the right hand side as well. Nice cloche, dark chocolate brown. Mimia is priced at $205. Okay, and it's sized at 23.5 inches. If you like this hat, please put it in the comment section that you would love it, that you want me to ship it to you, or head on over to the website. A lot of these hats are one-of-a-kind pieces, and sometimes when they're gone, they're gone. It's very hard to repeat some of the designs that just have come through as a natural flow of the source. It's hard to repeat the design sometimes, not all the time, but this one is a one-of-a-kind. Mimia, again, is priced at $205. All right, next slide, please, as I grab a cup of tea, a little bit of honey and ginger. This one is called Barker. Barker is a nice charcoal gray, fedora style, and it's accented in gold, rust, and a darker rust. Okay, here I have it on, so you can see the side. Mimia, charcoal gray with a little pop of color. All the accent is really on the side there. Great fedora shape with an upturned brim. This is Barker, and it's priced at $185. I see you, Zanetta. Mimia, if you would like me to send you an invoice, let me know, or you can head over to the website and grab that hat for yourself. Okay. Okay, this is Barker, and it's priced at $185. Next slide, please. I'm going to show this last one, and then going to bring Lavalais on. Okay, so you know I'm not feeling 100% because, again, that name is incorrect on that slide. This one is called Theda. Theda, Theda. And again, it's that beautiful chocolate brown with a cuffed brim. It's a close shape, and it sits low, and you have black and sort of a dark brown, milky chocolate brown leather. Okay, this one is called Theda. I apologize, the name on there is incorrect. It's not Doe. Theda is priced at $205, and you can really get nice and deep in this. I imagine wearing this on really cold days and just getting into this hat. It's sized at 23.5 inches. Show you all the way around. Black and chocolate brown or dark brown leather on the cuff of the hat, and it's a deep crown. All right, Theda, as my earring falls up, good catch. Theda is priced at $205. Okay, Lavalais is coming up next to show another selection of jewelry, and then I'll come back and show you a few more hats. Okay.
All right. Hey, everybody. I still got my earring. I can see myself. Flat. All right. Glad to see Chakoti with us today. Great to have you with us and come on the show pretty soon and show us some of that new stuff that you got hanging out there down in Montgomery, Alabama. So I look forward. I'll give you a holler this weekend. Maybe you'll come on the show pretty soon and share some of the nice things that you have going on with us. We haven't heard from you in a while, so I'll be giving you a call, Chakoti. Looking forward to it. All right. So I've been making a little bit of rings, and like I said earlier tonight, I bought a new cabin machine. I'm going to be making some new cabochons to go along with my AI kind of jewelry that I'm sort of trying to go be putting together within the next couple of months. Um, so I'm sort of looking forward to that. So for BAM number, where we left off, number 5. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. This is a moonstone ring. Uh, and again, the moonstone ring is balances you out. It has really good positive energy for you, so it really keeps you really in line. So this is BAM number 5, and it's for $140. You can see some of the blue flash in this particular ring. The moonstone, I don't know if you know very much about it, but it appears to be white. It appears to be white, but when you take it outside, you can see the blue flash that's in the stone. So once you take the stone outside, you can see how blue it is. All right, so that's BAM number 5, and again, that's for $140. All right, so BAM number 6. This is also a rainbow moonstone. It's just very, very blue. Again, this one has like a little square edge around the outer sides of it, and it's for $160. And again, these stones sometimes are, they're sold by the carat, but the carats are also, the bluer the stone, the more it costs. So this is BAM number 6, and again, it's a moonstone. All right, BAM number 7. This is a piece of lapis, and it is a beautiful piece of lapis. I don't have the size of this ring. I forgot to write down the sizes of these rings. They're in somewhere between 7s and 9s, I can tell you. But I can always reshape the ring for your particular finger if you like this particular ring. So this is a really pretty piece of lapis. It's really a real dark blue. And it's amazing because I asked the guy if he had treated it, and he said, no, it's not treated. It's really very, very natural. So I'm going to take his word for it. I've seen some of this particular blue this past summer in Arizona that I was going to get, and had left my wallets. I had left my credit card somewhere, so I forgot about that. So I couldn't get that lapis. And so this year when I go back, I'm going to be looking for that real dark blue lapis. This is BAM number 7, and this is $175. All right. BAM number 8. This one is turquoise. It's a small ring. It's probably a size 7, 7.5. And it's from the blue, I was going to say Blue Diamond, but I can't, Kingman Mine. And that's in Arizona. So very nice piece of natural turquoise. And so it sort of has also a flat edge around the stone, and it has a split shank. So it's going to sell for $175. All right, BAM number 9. This is a piece of Larimar. Larimar is like the beauty of the sea. It's only found in one place in the world, and that is in the Dominican Republic. And as you can imagine, there's not very much of it going to be sold anymore. They've sort of tried to, I don't even know if they're going to like try to hold on to the reserves that they have of this particular stone, or they don't have it anymore and not going to mine for it anymore. But one way or the other, Larimar is becoming a very elusive stone to have because there's not going to be very much of it to be found anymore. So, Larimar, and this one sells for 160. It's the color of this one. This is a real nice deep blue, like the ocean. This is BAM number 9. I got 2 more pieces, so I'm going to go ahead on and finish up. BAM number 10. This is also a piece of Larimar, and it also has a split shank, but you can see the difference. It's a little bit lighter color, and it's $160 for this particular one. And again, like I said, if you're interested in one of the stones or the rings, just let me know what size you want it to be. And I'll close out with BAM number 11 for me. And BAM number 11, of course, is my fleur de lis ring that I made for the Festival of Acadians to go and do my Zydeco thing with. So this is the fleur de lis ring, and it sells for $150. BAM number 11, it is amber and sterling silver. All right, everybody. So thank you so much. I'm glad to be back on the show. All right. So Ella, are you there?
Yes, I am. Ready to go before I lose my voice totally. And gonna show some last few pieces. I do see a comment from Sharon saying she couldn't find the Kiss hat on the website. While Lavalais was on, I went and double checked and made sure that it's available. So you can go over to the website. It's right at the bottom of the page on the home page. So check it out. If you don't see it by the end of this show, I'll send you an invoice, but it is on the website available for you right now. Okay.
And Noali, is that the brother that does the jewelry?
Who is that?
Noali Griffin. Who's that?
I don't know.
Is that the brother that does who does the brass and copper? I think.
You have to ask him. I don't know.
Asking. I don't think we've seen you on the show before, so give us let us know who you are.
All right, welcome.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna show my last few hats for this particular show. So we'll go with the next slide, please. Last slide, Finn. Slide number 10. This is that beautiful bronze velour felt, accented with camouflage leather, chocolate brown, and yellow suede. It's has a nice sort of medium-sized brim to it. Interesting crown, hand blocked. These hats are all hand blocked. Okay, this is called Finn, and Finn is priced at $225. I'm going to show you all the way around. Sits nicely, frames the face nicely. It's sized at 23.5 inches. This is called Finn, and it's that beautiful velour felt accented with a band of camouflage leather and chocolate brown and yellow suede leather as well. Again, it's priced at $225. Next slide, please. Next one is called Sharon. I see that, you know, there's a Sharon out there. This hat might be a little bit big for you though, Sharon. It's sized at 24 inches. It's a beautiful midnight blue, and it's accented with embossed grey leather and red leather. It's like a cloche, sits nicely close to the head, but it has a little bit of room, especially for me. Sharon is a midnight blue, lovely color, and it's priced at $225. Okay, see, it's a dark, rich blue. Let me show you all the way around. You can pop that brim down just a little bit if you want to. Okay, this could be yours. Head over to the website, lipshats.com. Go and check all the hats out. If you don't see anything there, let me know on the show tonight, or go and email me, lipshats@gmail.com, and you can reach me that way. All right, this one is called Sharon, and it's priced at $225. Great blues. I've been doing some blues this winter time, navy blues and emerald greens, which I think are some pretty colors. I think I have that coming up next in slide number 12. Is called Garlic. Again, it's that cloche shape. Cloche is a 1920s, 1930s shape, very popular for that period of time, and it's a very great shape for for almost all faces, I would say. It's just all about framing the face. It's not a fedora. Not everybody can do a fedora, but a cloche, it's just all about the face, and then you have accent on the side. So it's usually angular, one side or the other. But again, popular from the 1920s, 1930s time period, almost 100 years, well, actually 100 years ago now. Isn't that interesting that a style is still flatters the face very well. So you can see all the knotted leather on the side here. You've got navy blue, emerald green, and a little bit of yellow. This is sized at 23.5 inches. And as you can see, it's an emerald green, which is a little bit different than black. I like to do black all the time. It's nice to have just a little bit of color. It lifts. You see I have black on, and just a little bit of green is just special, makes it a little bit different. You could do this with a nice black coat, and you're good to go. All right. Gali is sold out. Okay. Okay, Sandra. Thank you for telling me. I'll double check that. Oh, I guess someone bought it. Does that mean you bought it? Okay. Double checking. Yes, Gali was sold tonight. I'm sorry, Sandra. It's gone. Okay. All right. And I think this, I've got two more to show. This one is called Rhea. Rhea again is that emerald green. Pretty emerald green. Again, just a little bit different than wearing black all the time. That's why I'm doing greens and navy blues for this winter time. And you have that knotted leather on the side there. You see the accent is all on the side. So you've got yellows, olive greens, and a little bit of purple in there. Sits nicely. For a larger size, 24 inches. A great shape. I need a little bit of tea, sorry, so that I can finish my presentation. Okay, we're going to get through this. All right. This one is called Rhea, and it's priced at $225. Rhea. All right. Yes, Sandra says she thinks someone beat her to it. I think someone did, yes. Sometimes you got to get in there quickly. Okay. Rear, again, it's that velour felt, beautiful plush. It looks like velvet, but it has nice structure to it. All right, I've got one more to show for this evening. Or is that my last one? No, I have one more to show. The last one is called Aquel. It's that charcoal gray felt, and the accent is yellow and fuchsia felt with a little bit of black leather. Okay, this one is Aquel and it's priced at $185. All right, $185. This one is the last hat of the evening. I hope you enjoyed what I showed tonight. If you weren't able to grab the hat that you wanted, no worries. There's going to be some more hats coming in a couple of weeks. I'll do some more navies and more emerald greens. All right, Lavalais, I know you're going to be back in a minute. Where are you?
Right here.
There
I'm
you
right
go.
here. Like I said, please make something masculine for that. I mean, it could be for both sexes.
I got you. I got
Masculine, but
you.
you
Okay.
don't have to have foo-foo on it for the girl.
I know. Well, that's the problem with God. Well, it's not a problem, but it doesn't allow me to create to the fullest extent of what I want to do. Guys love the shapes, but they just want it toned down. That's all. So, every now and then I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we had others too, man. I don't know. I mean, most guys that love hats. I mean, they
I
always come.
know.
I know they love hats. Things that they like buying.
For sure. In particular cities, definitely Chicago, Detroit. I have a lot of male customers in those particular cities.
Correct. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to let you do the rest of the talking for this evening because my throat is done. Okay, so it's all you.
Well, I guess it's about time for us to close out the show. I'm glad that some of you guys came in pretty late, but you at least came in. Ruby, it's always nice to see you on our show. It was great. And Zanetta, always nice to have you in the house. Some of the people that were here, great to have you here, really and truly. So we look forward to our next show next week. I'm in for my season. I've done my last outdoor shows that I'm going to do. I don't know if I will be doing something indoors. I know Ella has a couple of shows coming up this winter, holiday season wise. I don't have anything planned myself as of yet, so I'm looking forward to. Like I said, I don't know. I amassed a lot of things in my journey with this bamboo and the jewelry part. And right now, I'm trying to like I said, I'm making space for 2 new machines that I'm getting, and so I have to remove some things and get them out the way. And it's always you start looking back at the things that you made a long, long time ago that you just still have, and you go back and say, "Oh man, I really like that. Let me redo that. Let me take that up a notch from where it was back then." So that happens to me when I start moving things around and digging into things to move them somewhere. I find things that are like interesting to me that I hadn't seen in a long time. So
Okay.
I'm having that kind of an experience right now.
Okay, so that kind of means then maybe you will revisit some old designs and then we'll, come back and we'll see them, which is always lovely. Because I always feel like I did some of my best work years ago, but then I look at what I'm doing now, I'm like, oh, I really like that too. So it's just a different part of your life, I think, as an artist.
Yeah, but I'm sure, like you've been doing this a long, long time. So when you look back on some of the work that you have back in the past, when you're going through things and just oh man, I made that a long time ago.
Right.
wow, I
Right.
should revisit that hat because that was really a popular hat. People really liked that particular hat. That's why I only have that one that I still got hanging in here right now that I've been keeping for so long.
Right. I
I
agree.
found two. I found two crossbody things that I meant to put on the show tonight, but I know next week I'm going to have them because it was one of the first things that I used to do. It's one of these things that it's like a crossbody sash that you could use as a belt to put it across your body, or wrap it around a couple of times for a necklace. So it's an interesting piece. So
Okay.
I'll be showing that next week.
All right. Well, guys, I hope you come and join with us next Friday. We'll be showing more work next week as we head into the holiday season.
All right, everybody, have a good weekend.
All right.
Thank
Have
you
a
for
great night. And thank you for the well wishes. Thank you for people saying feel better. I appreciate it. I will. I'll get that.
Yeah, and thank you for your purchases also. Good night.
Yes. All right. Good night.